Hello, this is John from mybrainongames.com, and I'm here to continue playing the Sega 32X. Today, I'm going to be playing Kolibri. Let's see, Amoeba presents Novotrade International. Novotrade International, most known for their Ecco the Dolphin series. It's a game or a series that I've dabbled with, but haven't ever really enjoyed. Haven't really given it a lot of time, to be fair. I popped Kolibri in for a little bit, and it seems very similar to the Ecco the Dolphin games. You play as a hummingbird in Kolibri. The Earth has a life-bearing crystal in it that crashed into its core thousands, millions of years ago and gave life to the planet. There's also a dark crystal that has just recently crashed into Earth, or is just recently had its presence being felt. It is turning insects and other life on Earth into dark creatures, dark beings, something like that. Familiar story. Kolibri is the one who is going to rescue the day, going to rescue the world. This game came out in 1995 for the Sega 32X. I've heard it mentioned as one of the better titles for it. You know, I'd always heard Tempo mentioned as one of the better titles for the Sega 32X, and I think that's turned out to be the case. So I'm interested to see this, despite my lack of interest in the Ecco the Dolphin series, or lack of taste for the Ecco the Dolphin games. But then again, like I said, I haven't played those games too much. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and look at the options first. I don't have a password. This is the first time I've booted this up with the intent of actually playing through it. Let's see, easy, normal, hard. We're just going to leave on normal. It does have a cooperative mode, which seems cool. Just got one player right now. A is special, B is weapon, C is burst. Hold direction while flying, D-pad mode, yeah. Speed, normal, fast. We'll just do normal. Music and sound effects, sound test. Okay, let me see. Nope, want to keep that normal. A is special, B is weapon, C is burst. So it seems like B is going to be my kind of default button. Let's go and start a new game. Oh, let me pause it real quick. One thing I want to mention before I'm going to actually leave it running, because then we have that little soundtrack in the background. One thing I do want to mention before starting, the manual. Manual is fantastic for this game. Goes real deep into the backstory, actually setting the game up. Not only that, it has information on just hummingbirds. You can tell the developers at Novotrade, or maybe even just the couple of head designers on this game, were really interested in nature, in biology, in animal life, stuff like that. There are instructions on how to build a hummingbird feeder. There are resources to learn more about hummingbirds. There's an actual little flip comic of Kolibri flying if you flip the pages. Real detailed manual, real nice. Okay. Okay, well, the game just froze, so that's not a good start. Let's see, this game came from an eBay lot, same lot that I got a Tempo with. Oh wait, no. I bought Kolibri in Houston. That's right. Yeah, a couple weeks ago, whenever we went to Galveston, we drove through Houston, and while driving through Houston, I wanted to hit up some of the local game stores there. Game Over Video Games. They had a big store, very nice, but I wound up not getting too much. And their prices, if I had a game store, their pricing system is kind of how I would price things probably. They had kind of tiered pricing, basically, you know, like you had some $7 games, you had some $10 games, you had $15 games, kind of flat pricing. They weren't going through and individually pricing each and every game, except for their rare or hard to find stuff. That's different. But anyways, they had a complete copy of Kolibri. The box is kind of damaged, as is often the case with the many Sega Genesis and most Sega 32X games. They got that kind of flimsy cardboard which slides into an insert box. Real lame design, but still, it was a pretty good price, and like I said, I always heard Kolibri was a game to get for the 32X, so I wound up getting it. Okay, looks like none of these things are going to hurt me. And just reading the manual a little bit, it said I need to go to the hummingbird feeder that is not being protected. There should be an orange rose petal or orange flower petal that I can get nectar from and start the game in earnest. See, I'm not one of these down here, is it? No, they're keeping me away. It's got to be somewhere else. That's got to be it, right? I don't know how. Oh wow, that's a big old toad. Of course, hummingbirds aren't very large. Yeah, all these other hummingbirds, they're protecting their nectar. It's got to be this lone orange flower, but how do I drink the nectar? Okay, just kind of gotta rest there and the game will do its thing. Okay, and so this is the effect of the dark crystal. It's sapping the life from the earth and the earth's creatures. But Kolibri is the chosen one. Let's see, warning signs. I'm guessing those are good. Let's see, B is my weapon. Okay, now there are hummingbirds here, so I guess it looks like that may be my objective. Rid this area of the bad enemies, grade out insects, and bring the hummingbirds back. Bring life to the flowers, bring the hummingbirds back. Okay. Okay, it looks like that is the case. Rescue. Kinda plays like a shoot 'em up. Kind of like a free roaming 2D shoot 'em up. Now I wonder if the objectives are solely going to be ridding the area of these insects, getting the hummingbirds to come, you know, bringing life to these nectars, or bringing life to the flowers so the nectar comes back and the hummingbirds come back. If so, I mean, are these flowers all just going to be at the bottom of the stages? I guess that'll be something I'll have to find out. Let's see, an A was some sort of special attack, which it does not look like I have yet. And Kolibri goes down pretty easily. Looks like a touch, a couple hits, and it's down for the count. Looks like I may be going down soon. Is there like a power-up or something around here? And that sequence of letters down at the bottom left, I know that is a password. I always like whenever I get a manual, especially old game manuals, they have the little section in the back for game notes or for passwords. The manual with Kolibri, it had a handful of passwords, like the first half of the game written in there. That's kind of cool. I know for posterity's sake, posterity's sake. There we go, third time's the charm on saying that. A lot of people just like a virgin manual, nothing written in it, something like that. Which, most of the time I'm like that as well, but it's also very cool to get a manual that's been used. You know, actually, you can tell someone played this game. They must have got at least this far into the game. You know, in the case of Kolibri, okay, they only got like halfway, it looks like. Did they Did they actually beat the game? Did they start taking notes elsewhere? Did they just not beat the game? Did they stop? Lack of interest? Did they die? Who knows? Okay, but there's one section of the flowers. Let me get some health, some sort of life power. Ooh. Looks like I almost made it to that shield or to that health extender, but I got. This is kind of tough. I feel like I'm doing a very poor job of this. I think my lack of experience with the Ecco the Dolphin games aren't helping, but also wonder if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, or if this is the best way to go about it. Looks like there's basically infinite continues. Okay, it looks like that was a weapon power-up. And it looks like that restored basically a point of damage I can sustain. Because it looks like whenever I take damage, you know, I don't know if it's other hummingbirds flying off of me, or if it's just kind of a visual representation of me taking damage. That's definitely giving me a hit back, though. Kind of got to be agile. You got to be moving around. Can't stay still around the insects. They dart about. Thankfully, I have that ability too. I'm doing good with this weapon. Oh, starting to take a good amount of damage now. One more. Okay, and that's going to give me a little bit more life. Awesome. Wish these other hummingbirds would help instead of just sitting here getting drunk off the nectar. Of course, I'm the one tasked with saving the world. I can't blame them. What I can do is blame the earth crystal for picking me. Man, this is gonna be tough, it looks like. Yeah, this is going to be pretty tough. This may not be a game I play through to the end. Of course, I think I said that about tempo in the first episode too, and I wound up really digging that game and beating it. I wonder if the enemies come back, or basically are there infinite enemies, or is there a set amount of enemies? I think I like that power up the best, so let me get rid of it. Oops. Yeah. Okay, looks like this section's getting cleaned up. I do like this weapon. This is my weapon of choice, I think. You know, yes, it looks like these are providing me different weapons, but it's hard for me to tell. Maybe different weapons and weapon upgrades. My goodness. Will I even be able to beat this stage? Need to tackle this batch from this other side. What's all the way leftmost side? Yeah, looks like I need to start along the bottom all the way over here. Oh man. Okay, yeah, it looks like the weapon upgrades, different weapons. Wonder if there's any rhyme or reason to the power-ups and how they drop. Man, you can take damage just so easily. I'm probably making this harder on myself by not going and getting a different weapon, but I am starting to do okay. Oh, that shouldn't have hit me. Come on. Okay. Making progress. Making progress. We can do this. Getting good at evading their shots. It's kind of hard to... Well... It's kind of hard to spot myself. But then again, I'm also staying in this cloud of other hummingbirds, and I'm purple. I'm staying behind these... or in front of these purple flowers. I noticed it earlier, though. The background and the foreground kind of meshed real well. Made it kind of hard to spot myself. A little bit of slowdown. At least it's not whenever there's other enemies on screen. It seemed like a slowdown whenever I picked up that item. Wonder why it's like during that and not when there's so many moving things on screen. Okay, that's what I want. I like this homing thing. It makes it easy. Let's try and just maintain the homing. Looks like we found another section of flowers. Hey, alright, we did it. So that was the rescue stage. That's stage 2. This is stage 3. We've got eruption. Okay, looks like there's some flowers already protected. Ah, I missed that health pickup. That's a new power-up. Looks like, again, it's some sort of homing attack. That thing not taking damage, though. It's not letting me pass either. Need to get a different weapon, perhaps? Maybe I just needed to damage that hive. What to do? What to do? Bet that was a different enemy. No, okay, I need to destroy that hive. Looks like it was preventing me from moving on until I had done so. Is this special attack? Oh. I don't know what that was. Whatever it was, I think it automatically triggered. Why did I get rid of the weapon I liked? Yeah, this is just like a shoot 'em up, this game. Okay, that's what I want. You know, this game doesn't seem that visually impressive for a Sega 32X game. This doesn't seem like something that couldn't have been done on the Sega Genesis. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this game actually is better looking, more technical. Whatever. Too much for the Sega Genesis to handle, but it does not pop in the same way that Tempo popped. I mean, Tempo was just so vibrant, rich soundtrack. There was a lot going on in Tempo. Let's see, can I... No, health's already gone. Don't want a chance losing this power-up. Take that, you inchworm. Yeah, those things are gating my progress. I gotta destroy all of the enemies in that particular section before I can get past those big red bulbous insects. Ooh. Took a hit. Lost my weapon of choice, but I did get a little bit of life. Yeah, this is not going to work. Great. Okay, looks like I made it to the end of the stage anyways. Infestation. You know, look. Oh, is this an automatically scrolling stage? Kind of mixing it up, maybe? It is. Okay, so now it's even more like a shoot 'em up. Ooh, that's a weird power-up. Weird weapon. Okay, that's what we want. I'm just gonna stick with this. Or I'm gonna try and stick with this. May accidentally pick something up. May accidentally pick something else up. Now, this game is pretty challenging. Looking at the password keeper in the back of the manual, looks like there are just stages and stages and stages. Which kind of makes sense. Some of these have not lasted very long. The downside to this weapon is, you know, once you're shooting, like, that's pretty much your bullet until it's off screen or until it damages with something. It will not shoot again. But, you know, just holding the button down, I'm getting kind of some rapid fire action with it. Okay, and I guess on the automatically scrolling stages, it is one-hit kills. That's what it appears to be, at least. Did the frog eat me? I think the frog may have eaten me. I wasn't really paying attention. I was trying to look at, I was looking at the power up on screen, not the frog. Yep, sure enough, frog did get me. Do frogs eat hummingbirds? Wonder how they digest that beak. I wonder how quickly that gets digested. Well, whether frogs actually eat hummingbirds or not, it is a video game, so anything is possible. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it past this stage, get to the point where I want to call it quits for this video. I'll probably do another video at least. Maybe not. No, I think I'll do another video for sure. At least do 2 videos. Like I said, this was one of the games I've heard. It's one of the games I've heard held in high acclaim on the Sega 32X. One of the few. So I'd like to check out more of it, but definitely first impressions, I think, even with the distaste I had for tempo after the first episode, I think I'd still give that game the edge. And I know I probably will wind up giving that game the edge. I really like tempo. And I really like shoot-'em-ups, but I don't really like... I don't know. There's something about just Novotrade games that I just not that interested in, or not that appreciative of. I could not tell you right now what it is about them. But I will do another episode of this, and I think I'm just going to call it quits here. Instead of trying to beat my head against this infestation level, trying to get through it, I think we'll just end it here. It's getting close to True Detective time. I think it is the next to the last episode of Season 2, which has been just really, really disappointing. I'm still interested to see how the show plays out, but they are getting less and less time to really redeem it, and I don't know. I don't think it's going to redeem itself. I know for sure it's definitely not as good as the first season, but still maintain interest throughout the 6 or 7 episodes that have been going on so far. Maybe 5 episodes, however many it's been. Anyways, this was John the Gamer from mybrainongames.com. You can check me out there. You can also check me out on YouTube and Twitter as JOHNENGELMAN, John Engelman. Again, this was Kolibri for the Sega 32X. Sega published, Novotrade developed, 1995 release. This was the first couple stages of it. Come back for episode 2, where hopefully I will get through this infestation stage and see a couple more stages and decide if we're going to keep on playing it or maybe just call it quits there. Anyways, thanks for watching. Come back. Bye-bye.